Bonjour. Bonjour. Salut. Salut.
Bonjour, ça va bien, merci. Ça va bien, merci. If you play your cards right, I shall reveal my croissant.
Me and my baguette would love to see your croissant.
Je t'adore, through the window, I don't care.
Je m'appelle Blakamoto, undisputed, uncrowned, 145-pound featherweight.
I like your moustache. Yours is much more bushy than mine.
The ladies love the bush.
You got to plot. Do the ladies love the bush or do the lads love the bush? I enjoyed your most recent. I watched your most recent upload to your channel.
Oh, why? Thank you. Huh? What, the magician?
I have to say, if I could love anything as much as black people love magic, I'd be a happy guy. But instead, you guys just enjoy it way more than anything I've ever seen. Just
what did you say?
You see, like that stereotype of black people loving magic tricks. You never heard that stereotype? That's a big thing.
If I could love black people.
Oh no, I said if I could love anything as much as black people love magic.
Not fried chicken. Fried chicken's pretty good. I like fried chicken. I don't know if I could. I don't know if the excitement of magic is the same level as like watermelon and chicken.
Listen, I wasn't trying to get racial. I was trying to play into loving stereotypes. Now with the watermelon and the chicken, it's definitely racial.
You brought it there. We're there.
You actually pull yours off quite well. I actually think you pull off of a stuff.
Merci beaucoup.
Yeah, the accent play.
Baguette, I'm fucking out here holding a fucking baguette.
If you just hold it in the middle as well.
So ridiculous. Look at me.
I enjoyed that. That should just be the intro. Just us screaming.
Oh, here he is. Bonjour! Bonjour!
Just
welcome to UFC Paris!
Where's Oscar?
What's up, man?
Be careful, man. I talk to my mans, man. Look at it.
I was thinking it's a couple of...
Let's see Oscar. Oscar, show me.
Little baguette.
Where am I?
Little
Hello,
baguette.
bonjour.
Put some respect on his name.
Bonjour.
Put some respect on his name.
Go to la Palombe. Yeah. You would run away from us if you saw us in the street.
Merci. Bonjour. Je m'appelle Blakamoto.
Good. 2 seconds. Let me. Oh fuck! You guys killed me. They killed me with that one.
My baguette is getting stale.
It's getting soft.
Oh, nah. This baguette never gets soft, my man. Hey. I can't even.
The baguette makes it. I'll give you that. Like holding a baguette, just like.
Radio in 3, 2, 1.
Bonjour, welcome to the Blakamoto and Oscar Show for UFC Paris. All right, let's get into it. This week, UFC Paris, we are with Mr. Stylebender, and he's going to join us and give us his input about the main and co-main of this week in Paris. First off, how are you?
I said I had to get the laughs out about you guys' outfits already.
This is how I dress every day.
There's nothing comical about traditional French dress.
This is life in Paris.
Then go to the patisserie, go to the boulangerie, and then you dress like this.
Earlier on.
Right. I start every morning with a baguette.
French baguettes.
What have you been up to? Tell us.
I'm good. So far training, now resting before training again.
Have you ever been
Simple
to France,
life.
Izzy?
Not yet. I haven't been to Paris yet, but it's on the list. It's on the list, and when I do, I'm gonna do it properly. But yeah, I'd rather not go for work. I'd rather go for play, just so I can, eat all the baguettes I want.
Baguettes. Paris are waiting for the arrival of the niggas. All right.
And there's a joke I can't join in with.
All right, UFC Paris. How excited
all
are
right.
you for the main and co-main?
I haven't actually even tapped into it yet, but I'm excited for the main event. The co-main, I'm excited for as well, but actually, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna bullshit you guys and give you the PC answers. I'm not actually excited for the co-main.
Wait, why not though? Why not?
But
It's an exciting matchup.
I'll watch it. I know who's gonna win. Rob's gonna win. So that's why it's not exciting for me. But the main event, I don't know who's gonna win. And I like Gane, but I love Ty. That's my dog. But yeah.
When you say the co-main event's not interesting, is that just because you fought both of them twice? So it's like, well, even whoever wins, it means nothing to the division as a whole.
No. Excuse me. I wouldn't say it doesn't, but for me, it's like the excitement of watching it. Maybe on the day when it happens, I might get a little tickle, but at the moment, it's just like I know who's gonna win that fight. Like at least 80% sure who's gonna win that fight. So it doesn't really, it doesn't tickle my balls.
Your le balles. I think that's how they say it.
Is that what they say?
Le balloon.
Le forbidden fruit.
Fuck, this kale going in my throat.
Oh, put the mask on.
At least it was the kale and not the balls.
Yeah.
Those go down easier.
Very soon it will be the baguette.
We start with the balls, work our way up.
You keep lagging, David. I'm gonna take your cellular, maybe.
Wait, hold on.
That'll help.
No. You need to walk. Are you on data or Wi-Fi?
No, I took it off Wi-Fi now, so it should be better.
Yeah, it should be better because if you're on Wi-Fi, you'd have to be in your laundry to get the best connection.
Oh no,
that's
good.
where you're right.
You can afford to upgrade, boys.
You can don't pay him shit. He's fucking.
Yeah, actually, when I was in Australia, I remember the Wi-Fi being fucking shit as well. So I sympathize.
All right, we'll start with the. Oh, was that fancy?
That was very fancy.
Your boyfriend, main event.
Did you guys get bullied in school?
I actually got suspended for bullying, I'm afraid to say.
Even though who the fuck were you bullying?
You could never bully me.
Who the fuck were you bullying?
I was bullying.
Going around Ireland giving wedgies, wet willies, sloppy toppies, all of them.
Yeah, and all of the above. I was this hat's from childhood. No, I was more manipulative. I'd like turn people against each other and be like, "Oh, you get him."
Oh, you're an instigator.
Oh yeah,
you're a fucking instigator.
That guy.
And that's why I ended up in MMA media. It just made natural progression. You instigate shit all your way through life.
You're gonna be a promoter.
Yeah. That's the way you fail up.
Do you still have that fight coming up? You still have that fight coming up?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, they pushed it. It's not in the first week.
After you fight, then you're gonna probably commentate. Then after that, then promoter. Yeah. It's the next step. It makes sense.
I did already commentate lingerie fighting championships.
Whoa.
Because
I not told about this.
It's women fighting in their lingerie. I mean, it's just it is.
Oh, women! Oh, fuck.
yeah. Right. That's it, lads. We'll start our own league.
Yeah.
My baguette approves.
Yes.
Okay. Let's just dive deeper into the main event and talk about it for a second. One,
how deep?
I think it's wild that Ty accepted that Derek Lewis fight on a bender, and then him winning that fight shot him. How many?
How you know he was on a bender?
Because that's what he said. He said they called him after he was celebrating from his last fight. He was still because you know how Ty does it. It's not the after party like day. It's the after party like fortnight. It's at least 2 weeks. It's at least 2 weeks. But one, he took it drunk. Two, one knocked him out. Oscar, how many places in the ranking did Ty jump up? Was it like
I
10,
don't,
8?
I don't know.
It was
it
something
was a decent,
astounding.
it was a decent amount, but then I think the rankings did that thing where they need to justify a main event. So then suddenly the guy moves up a couple, even though he didn't fight, or they adjust it like that. But he went from something like 7 to 4, I think.
Yeah.
It's certainly a bit. And I think
Oh, I thought you were going to say less. No, that's
it was more like 10. Because it was.
I don't know if it was 10.
It was a bunch. It was a bunch
But,
on that initial from the initial Monday after the fight. Because he took Lewis's spot, and Lewis was like 3.
3, yeah, but it's true. But it wasn't just a win; it was the way he went. Like, not few people knocked Derek Lewis out cold. Do you know what I mean? Especially after they got hit by about 3 to 10 punches in the first round, getting hit about, and he still was able to get up and knock him out. That was a great fight. I loved that fight.
It was a great fight. It was a little bit too short, and I wish it was a little bit too short. I
don't know.
You wish just like Dad the leg kick the whole fight.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to talk about leg kicks. Leg kicks has to be in Ty's game plan for this fight. But before we dive into the game plan, let's talk about.
You'd be surprised. Okay, you know Twist, right? Twist is one of my coaches. When he used to fight, when he used to spar, Eugene said like Lola would have to say to Twist, "You can't kick him and him because he has a fight next weekend." Like during sparring, because Twister's leg kicks is fast, and because he was a big boy, the mass behind it was crazy. Now Ty, if you ever watch his fights, when he swept people, I think it was his debut, he swept the guy with a leg kick, and then when the guy was getting up, he fly kneed him. Ty's got some fast leg kicks, fast jabs as well, but his leg kick somehow he snaps it quick, and also like I said, the weight behind it just makes it even that much more.
So do you think it's like conventional wisdom would say that Ty needs to win this, right? He needs to get it into a brawl and get Cyril out of his like really patient game. Do you disagree? Do you think there's a way that Ty can just sort of blast him from the outside and sort of make Cyril have to chase him?
Yeah, thing is, Ty he's technical. When he starts in the past, when he went through like his bad streak, it's because he'll start off technical and then he'll either get hit and lose his patience and get into a brawl and then risk it. But Ty, when he takes his time, he probes the guys. He feints them. He gives them different looks. He's really dangerous, even from the outside. But then he just loves a scrap. The guy, once you hit him, the dog comes out. He just, the éche comes out, if you will. So
when I was cage side for his fight with Derek Lewis, I don't know who the lady is, but there's a girl who travels around with Ty when he fights. She's got loads of tattoos, and she was just screaming like as loud as anyone could hear, "Fucking Ty, kill him!" It's just like, oh shit.
That just add more fuel to the fire as well.
Yeah.
Talking about Ty being technical versus him, like getting scrappy. Shouldn't the more scrappy approach, or like I feel like he needs to turn this fight a little bit ugly, because if he goes technique for technique and tries to play that game of Gane, I feel like he just needs to. He can't play that game. He needs to, be in the clinch. Close the distance, be in his face.
Yep, I think so too. But the thing with Gans is that he's good there as well. So it's gonna. I don't know what Ty's game plan is for this.
If you're Ty's coach, what are you telling him?
See, now you're asking me all these things. That's okay. I'm not gonna rush because I haven't thought about it.
Just like a basic.
If I was Ty and I was fighting Gans, how would I fight a guy that's smart, fights long, uses his weapons well, up, mid, low? How would I fight him? Yep, I'd strike with him on the outside for a little bit, but then I'd have to get him on the fence and use my weight. If I was Ty, I'd use my weight on him. And Ty's good inside as well with the elbows. Like when he gets a good flow going, especially when he's on them, not when he's against the fence. When he's on them, he can get some, he throws them bows. Even faking for takedowns. Ty can wrestle. Why not? Just fucking when you get him against the fence, pull him off the fence. But you just do that, just kind of like create scrambles or create moments where the guy has to defend a takedown and you hit him on the way up. Ty has to make it ugly, but I say make it ugly against the fence first. Use your weight. Even if you get him down, just make him carry you for a little bit. That's another thing. We've been kind of working on that lately. Making them carry everyone because this is my first week back at the gym properly. I've been lifting weights and whatnot, but then everyone, Carlos, even after I got off, he's like, "How much do you weigh right now?" I was like, "Well." But, hey,
in that sort of, I'm just being curious sort of way. Like, just let me know.
How much do I weigh right now? Let's put it this way. I've been doing strength for the last maybe 4 weeks, 5 weeks. So I'm strong. But then as I'm starting to like get crazy now, dude, I sweated twice yesterday. I went live and people was, commenting on my strength and also the size. But once the fat like melts off, then I'll be like, yeah, you'll see like the muscles underneath, what I've been working on, what I've been stacking up, the building blocks, if you will. Anyway, back to Ty and being fat. Let me see. You guys better not clickbait me, by the way. I know you wouldn't.
I'm not clickbaiting.
David, look at David.
I'm not like that. I'm not like that.
Your mustache when you said that?
Huh?
You said I'm not clickbaiting.
It's falling off. It's falling off. I'm not like that slimy guy that runs the Mac life that clickbaits fucking everything.
Listen, guys, I have a quota. I need to hit it.
No, but like, yeah, bro, you guys even got me to put clothes on right now.
Welcome to the big leagues, brother. We have the podcast.
I mean, if we didn't get the clothes, we would have had more views. So maybe next time we'll just have to,
Yeah, straight. I just moved to OnlyFans permanently. Let me see. Okay, but Gane. Yeah, like I said, Ty, make it dirty, make it ugly, but I don't think that doesn't mean bro. Like Ty just has to get close, get him in the fence, tussle and bustle, whatever. Yeah, but Gane just do what he does normally, stay on the outside, kickbox, smart kickbox, and also mixing takedowns. I feel like Gane is the kind of guy that can actually like just throw in takedowns or attempt takedowns just to throw him off and open up the striking as well. But yeah, Gane is he's that dude. But the boy, Ty, yeah, he what do you call him? He's like when he's throwing monkey wrench in it, just like to spoil plans. Yeah, it's that guy. It's spoil night.
I feel like there are a few like spanners in the works on the UFC.
Or monkey wrenches in the works.
But my question was, what do you think Gane learned from that 5-round fight with Francis? Because that fight was like, didn't go the way anyone expected. Like it was one of the most dramatic title fights we've seen in a while.
Expect the unexpected. That's what Gane has to be ready for. Because, yeah, you never know. You never know. A lot of people like to, you game plan. What's what we do. You get ready for a guy, but then the guy might just have another fucking monkey wrench in there. And then, whoa, I didn't expect that. We expected Francis to wrestle. Yeah.
So Gane's experience level after that fight just goes zip.
He fucking hung in there, and he also did well. He was. I can't remember if it was hurting Francis. I don't recall, but he was
winning on the scorecards. Before Francis went to the wrestling.
Francis' mobility was very low on that fight, like flat-footed. Couldn't really cut in,
and also dealing with a lot behind the scenes. As well.
Yeah, the pressure. Yeah. We talked about it last week. Like I can't even when you actually sit there and you think about it. Yeah, and then the way he won, like down the first 2 rounds, and then being like the grappler.
That's right. He won the last 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, I remember now. Yep. So
is there something to be said that if Francis can take Cyril down with like one leg, essentially, that Ty should be able to take him down if he goes to that route, or is that not fair to Cyril? Because Cyril might have been working on that.
No, Francis and Ty, 2 different type of wrestlers. I don't think I've seen Ty shoot. Have I seen Ty shoot? Nope, never. But
not takedowns anyway.
Yeah. No, but yeah, let me see. No, it wouldn't. I don't think that like if Gane would have got better from that fight anyway. He would have definitely leveled up his wrestling, and also he's actually pretty good at like takedown defenses. But I don't know. We'll just wait and see. It's this weekend, right? It is.
Yeah.
No time on the plane. Yeah. It is this weekend. Huh. Well, that'd be fun. I can't wait to see that.
Okay, the landscape of the heavyweight division. Francis is well into his recovery and rehab.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, it's Jones and Stipe in December.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think should be next for the winner of this fight?
Oh, the winner of the winner fight the winner.
So the winner of Jones and Stipe fights Gane Ty.
That makes sense.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes 100% sense.
Everyone's doing it. Just chuck an interim title in it. Why not?
Interim title. Huh. Interim baguette.
I'm going to be amazed if that thing lasts this entire episode. I can see
What
it
are you
getting
gonna make with
It's
soggy
gonna
that?
after
last
this.
all week, brother. Hey, where I'm from, this could feed a family for 6 weeks.
You put it in the microwave and hollow it out, and you've got your evening planned.
That's not a bad idea. Hey,
But
It is. I had a friend of mine who did that when we
mayonnaise.
were young, and he burnt it himself. So he
Hey.
burned his own-
Ooh.
yeah.
hey, have a little French ting come around. Nah. Can you imagine
What?
just fucking a
What?
beginner? Just,
The whole time shouting, Zutalo, Zutalo!
Je m'appelle Blakamoto! Can we? No, okay, before we get too silly. Okay, all right.
That's gonna be a meme now.
You say it's 80% chance Whittaker is gonna win. Why do you say that, and how do you think he's gonna win?
Whittaker is more well-rounded, also better striking, and I feel like he can grapple with Vettori and make him have problems.
Thank you for joining us. It is fine afternoon, Mr. Stylebender. We hope you
Yes,
enjoy
we
your
hope
UFC party.
For
With
I appreciate
myself
your time.
and
Yeah.
Oscar,
my
when it's-
co-host.
Enjoy yourself. I like your red scarf, Oscar. David, enjoy your baguette.
I shall enjoy my baguette.
and I shall reveal my croissant to you once this interview is
My
over.
croissant. Merci beaucoup.
I feel like
Au
you guys are in the same
revoir.
room. You guys are in the same room, just like next door to each other, and gonna go like enjoy the baguette
Yeah.
after this.
You should see what's on the bottom half. It's not a French outfit. Let me
Let me
tell
see.
you.
David, get up. Let me see.
She's naked. Oh no. That's my baguette.
I felt like Oscar would be even worse.
No. Hey, that's that slim waist though. She got that slim waist.
God,
It's a slim
I told you
waist,
it's
you know?
soft.
Look at the booty on that thing.
All
She
right.
packing.
As God is my witness, she's broken in half.
I'm gonna leave before I get me too'd.
Okay.
I don't want to
Watch out.
witness this fucking thing. Later.
See you later, mate. So, David, let me ask you a bloody good question.
Come on.
Vettori versus Whittaker. What are you thinking?
Vettori versus Whittaker. I think it's an exciting fight for the division. Like, I always like seeing new and fresh matchups and fighters that haven't, fought each other
Yeah.
face off. Izzy is correct. Well, he's champion of the division, so he would know better than anyone. Whittaker has the better tools in the box. Whittaker is a better rounded fighter, better experience, just better all around. The only thing I credit Vettori with is his chin.
Yeah, he's
Vittori's
tough.
got a good chin. Vittori's got a good heart. You can't break him easily. He'll be there all day. And apparently from Izzy, his head is hard as fuck. After the second Vettori fight, Izzy was like, yeah, trying to put him away, but like he's got like a brick concrete head that, no matter how hard you hit.
The only thing that makes me wonder is I feel like from sort of seeing them in previous fights that Marvin's like a lot bigger guy.
Thicker. Marvin's
So-
bigger, thicker.
So I'm curious.
Do you know
if
what's
Marvin
fucked up
tries-
though? Not fucked up, but what's interesting? Whittaker is talking about going up to 205 and becoming more of his like natural weight.
I think there was once upon a time where Robert Whittaker was being asked about fighting John Jones. Like there was a time where that was like a thing. I mean, but now I don't really think of Rob as like that sort of big dude. Like I think Israel's bigger than him. I think Marvin's like decently bigger than him. And I wonder if Marvin comes to that like really takedown heavy offense, like in his fight against Israel, if maybe his size will be too much for Rob. And I think it's only a 3-round fight, right? Co-main event. So that could play into it, Rob sometimes takes a little time to get going and stuff. So
Yeah.
an
So what do you
interesting
think
fight.
about
I
Rob
like
at
the fight.
205 though?
I think it would be cool. I always kind of like seeing guys who, after they've established a legacy in one division, checking out, like going to a new division, especially when, he's lost Israel twice. There's not that many sort of routes to a title right now anyway. So I sort of think, why not try and freshen it up? The only thing I would say is, and he said in that interview with Submission Radio, like if he's going to do it properly. And I think that's important because it would kind of suck if he just sort of went up, because when you think about his height and stuff, like even people like Jan Blachowicz, Dominic Reyes, Yuri, those guys are a lot taller than Rob,
It's
So
not just doing
I
it
think-
properly, it's also having the right matchups. Because
for sure.
20 pounds is fucking huge. Not even just the
Yeah.
weight, but the composition of the body, like, you know, height and reach and
Yeah.
so on. So,
Plus, they're not, and it's not 20 pounds on Fight Night, right? They're probably going to be like 30, 40 pounds heavier, you know?
Yeah. There's a huge
Yeah.
gap. But talking about doing it properly and having the right stylistic matchups, who would you match Rob against in the 205-pound division? Let's see
We'll make
who's in there.
We'll make Kamaru move up at the same time.
Oh, okay.
No, I would do. Let me just have a look at these rankings as well. So light heavyweight, you got Yuri, Glover, Yan, Magomed, Alexander. You know, someone like Anthony Smith could be fun. Anthony Smith, also a former.
Yeah, I feel like if they are bigger frame wise, you would match him up with someone that's like, you know, not as sharp when it comes to the skills, like not the most technical person, because you don't want to have, you know, someone that, you know, got the size advantage, but then also still have the technique advantage, and like, you know, everything else.
You got to kind of equal the playing field a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
If they're so much bigger than him, then you kind of want them. You know, I like Anthony a lot. He's had a little bit of a bad run in his last fight. Anyway, a bit of bad luck. I think that's a cool fight, and both of them have a name value, right? Like both of them are pretty like popular.
Like Anthony Smith, yeah. Vulcan,
Volkan Ozdemir was the one I was looking at. Paul Craig's probably another one. You know,
Johnny. I wouldn't do Johnny Walker. He's too big.
Johnny's very big, but Jimmy Crute maybe.
I like Krylov.
Yeah,
he wouldn't fight Crute. Crute is another Aussie.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but yeah, there are some somewhat interesting matchups there. That could be fun.
I like it. But then, like if he goes out there and beats Marvin Vettori, then you'd have to say he's still the second best middleweight in the world. So
if he beats Marvin Vettori, what's next for him? Did he wait?
I think if he beats Marvin, they'll try and do him versus Costa. I think that makes sense, right?
Yes.
That's a good fight. I like that fight. You know, so it's a tough spot he's in right now.
Yeah,
but he's also one of those guys who'll just do it and grind away. So it's good fight. Oh, some of my food's here. It's gone. 1 sec. In my beret and my fucking neck. Oh. Thank you.
Your fucking beret. Oh, that is so fucking funny. So who the fuck am I delivering to? Some French member of the Bloods gang or some shit like.
Yeah, but by the way, a Frenchman in like tiny little beach.
Oh yeah, what are you wearing? That's not even shorts.
Yeah, I know.
Shorts.
No, I really do look gay. Yeah, I know. Listen, I'm a bold guy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so the lifestyle's like, it is what it is. There's a lot of plain seats, but you know, you have to kind of just appreciate it while you have it.
So how many weeks out of the year are you on the road? I'm only asking because I feel like people know the media and the credentialed guys, but like I feel like people would also be interested in doing something like that, or just wondering what it's like. Because you know, they know the UFC go everywhere, but what it's like, what is it like for someone like you who has to tag along and be ready and be at all these places? How hard is it?
It gets tiring. Like, you know, if you don't get a week in Vegas or like at home every once in a while, it's pretty brutal. I think in 2019, before the pandemic, I worked out I'd slept more nights in a hotel bed than I had in my own bed.
Yeah,
and that's like pretty long, you know. And I stayed in some shit hotels as well.
And what about burnout? How often do you feel like you're getting like run into the ground with all the movement, all the travel, all the not sleeping in your own room?
It's not necessarily the travel that gets you burnt out. It's like, I actually think it, and people really get annoyed by it when you say this, but it's just a fact of life. Like, you know, getting excited for Marvin Vettori versus Robert Whittaker is easy because I love the sport. But like getting excited for some of the things they put on at the Apex is a little bit trickier, you know. And when you're just like, you're there until 11 o'clock at night watching some fights that you think, why are these people, you know, in the UFC, that gets a little bit more burnt.
So for you, that's the hardest part of the job, when you can get excited. Because I guess being excited would help balance out, you know, the hard work and the sacrifice that you put into it.
Yeah. And like, well, look, when stuff like Leon and Kamaru happens, like no burnout in the world is going to stop me from being excited about that, you know. So
on that point, though, you being a member of the media and having to go to all of these events, how many of these fighters on a card like this do you actually recognize?
Good question. I'm glad this isn't one of those Apex shows I was talking about. I recognize most of these people. like, so for example, Hakeem Buckley, Nasruddin Imavov, that's a good fight. I recognize Charles Jourdain versus Nathaniel Wood, that's a good fight. Nasrat versus McDessie, that's a fun fight. Alessio Di Chirico versus Roman Kopylov, that's a good fight. Like this one, they've done okay with, because they want to have a good, strong start in the French market.
All right, okay. So our official predictions for the co-main and main event. I would agree with Izzy. I think Rob has this in the bag, but anything can happen, and I wouldn't count Vettori out just because he is hard to put away. And yeah,
I'm going to go with Vettori for that fight because of the size, and I think over 3 rounds he can kind of just use his weight and pressure to sort of stall Rob out to get the decision for 2 of those rounds. That's my hot take.
Hot take. No, okay. Main event. I feel like if I had to put money on it, I would say Gane inside 5 rounds. I feel like Gane, yes, his technique, his distance, footwork is all good, but he's been able to break some fighters. I feel like Tai is not one of those fighters that will just crumble easily to what he's doing or just get frustrated and take an easy way out in that matchup. I feel like Gane can still win, but I would not even. I feel like it could be a toss up. I feel like Gane will win, but Tai has a very good chance.
Yeah. It's one of those ones where it's interesting, right? Because we haven't really seen Cyril get hit very hard.
Yeah.
Cleanly. So it's like, does he have a good chin or not? But I'm going to go with Cyril winning for like
Decision?
3 rounds. No, 3 rounds, and then Tai clipping him and hurting him and finishing the fight. Let's say, because I want to be.
I like that one too, actually. I like that one too. I was going to say, we don't know which Tai will come out because you do get the high fight IQ Tai that comes in well diverse, good arsenal, kicks, punches. But then sometimes you get the rock and sock, which is,
from what I understand, he's taken this one like super seriously. Like he did, he was offered to come to Vegas for International Fight Week and decided no, he'd stay and train in Dubai and stuff. So I think he's right. I think this could be the most mature performance we've ever seen from Tai Tuivasa.
Well then, thank you all for joining us this week on the Blakamoto and Oscar Show. Au revoir.
Au revoir. Viva la révolution.